It is great to see you today. My name is Andy King. I'm the Executive Director at Dream Center Peoria. With me is Seth.
Hi.
Hi. We are here. We are going to be doing a little bit of what is going on this year with Mission Peoria. As you may or may not know, we have actually cancelled the physical time of bringing young people together to Peoria to do Mission Peoria. Mission Peoria is a week-long missions trip where many youth groups and individuals come together. We have over 300 young people that normally come, and they live and breathe literally at the Dream Center and in Peoria for a week. We've been doing it for nearly 20 years. And as you can imagine, with what's been going on in the nation with the pandemic, there are things that we can and cannot do. One of those things is bring young people from many different states and even parts of the world and let them sleep in a room. We just can't do it, right? That's just one of the things we cannot do. And so we announced that there was going to be no Mission Peoria physically, but our team have been working behind the scenes, and we are going to do Mission Peoria virtually. And so today we wanted to go into that for you. You may have seen the video that has been going on social media with regards to letting people know it's happening. Here's the great thing about Mission Peoria 2020. Anyone of any age living in any part of the world can do Mission Peoria 2020. This is something that we wanted to do because we felt that we could challenge not just young people, but older folks to do something new, do something in their neighborhood, do something in their street for 1 week to impact the people around them or impact the community that they have. By the time that we do Mission Peoria 2020, you may be able to get together with a group of 10 or 15 people, depending on where you are in the world. And so what we wanted to do was take Mission Peoria, take some of the different things that we do in the week-long Mission Peoria week, and bring them to you at your home through social media and through ways that we can challenge you to think outside the walls of your home. So we are going to be doing this July 20th through the 24th. Now, on Sunday, the 19th at 7 o'clock, we are actually going to do like a meetup through Zoom where we will be challenging you for the week. And so today, we wanted to talk a little bit about how the week will go, starting from the Sunday night, going all the way through until the Friday evening. And so Seth's with me. We're going to talk pretty candidly about how it's going to look, how it's going to feel, how you can get involved, how you can make a difference. This isn't just about the Dream Center doing a cool social media stint or being able to throw out some great content. Mission Peoria was always designed to impact people's lives. And so we want to take you where you're at and be able to equip you to impact people's lives right around where you live. So some of the elements that we will be doing during the week is first on the Sunday night, as I mentioned, we will do this Zoom together type of event where we will just challenge you for the week. We'll just talk about the things that we're going to be doing. Perhaps you have ideas of what you're going to be doing that you could let us know about that ahead of time so we could share it with the group. We've already got people signed up to do this. And so the Sunday night, it will start with that Zoom meeting. And then on the Monday at 10 a.m., we will start the week with devotions. You want to tell us a bit about devotions, Seth?
Yeah, every single one of our days together at Mission Peoria, when we are in the same place at the same time, is we want to begin our days with just looking at the Word of God and seeing how it could apply to our days and our perspective as of course, traditionally when we go out and do service projects and hang out with kids as well, we want to be sure that we set our hearts in the right direction. And so we're going to be doing the same thing this week. As Andy mentioned, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. on Instagram Live. We're going to be going live on our account. It'll actually be me leading those devotional times. Those are going to be 10 minutes apiece, nothing too long, but we want to be sure that we're setting our hearts in the right direction as we engage with our neighbors, with our communities, and with our friends and things like that. So we're excited for that element, and we believe that that'll be a really great way to start the day. If you've been to Mission Peoria before, we do those a little bit earlier than 10 a.m. when we're together, but we are going to be doing them at 10 a.m. for that Mission Peoria week, believing that that'll be a really important part.
So then from there, you'll have a little bit of a breather. I know normally you're doing service projects in the morning at Mission Peoria, but we're going to do it a little bit different. But at noon, we're going to do an Instagram Live with special guests. And so basically we'll be meeting to have lunch together, grab your sandwich or whatever you're having. And we will there be interviewing special guests. Who are the special guests? You. We're going to be interviewing some of you that are tuning in that lunchtime. We may also try and get a hold of some people that have done Mission Peoria in the past that are now living in other parts of the world or other parts of the US. It may be a local pastor. It may be someone who's online that we're like, let's just talk to them right now. So on Instagram Live, on the Mission Peoria Instagram Live. This won't be on the Dream Center one. This will be on the Mission Peoria Instagram. That's where you'll catch those times, the devotional, and then also at noon with the Instagram Live lunchtime. So that's going to be at noon. And what we're going to be doing for that period of time is not only eating, not only talking with people, but we're also going to be preparing you for the afternoon. The afternoon is really what it's all about. We're going to do localized service projects. And Seth, I want you to just touch a little bit on how that's going to look and feel, because normally we are setting everything up as a Dream Center. That's not going to happen.
If you've been a part of Mission Peoria before, you are assigned a location throughout the Peoria area, whether it's a nonprofit organization, whether it's a church building, whether it's a park or something like that. If you're not familiar with Mission Peoria at all, we get really excited every year about being able to send hundreds of teens out all throughout the city to be in the same place all day long. In the morning to do a service project, and then in the afternoon to minister to the kids that might live in the neighborhood near that site that they're at. And so what we're doing this year is we are putting that decision in your hands. As Andy mentioned earlier, Mission Peoria 2020 is for anyone of any age living anywhere. And so if you're watching this and you're already thinking of stuff that you can do in your neighborhood, on your single block, or perhaps you are with a church or another organization that you're a part of, you all can rally efforts around some of the needs that are closest to you wherever you are. And so it could be something as easy as, so it'll be at the end of July, so that plays a role depending once again on where you live. That might be mowing the lawn somewhere, that might be pulling weeds for someone else, that might be picking up trash at a local park. The skies really are the limit, and that's what we want to get across, is that we really do believe that sometimes it's the smallest acts of kindness that make the biggest differences. Absolutely. And so whether it is you as an individual committing to doing this, whether it is your family unit, whether it is a group from your church, from the place that you work, what we're going to be setting out to do in the afternoons, and once again, your afternoon. We've got time zones, we have different states, we have different countries, so whenever your afternoon is, we want to challenge you to do something Monday through Friday. It can be the same thing. If you have a group that has identified one project that you want to tackle throughout the week, then keep on doing it. If it's doing something completely different and completely new every single day, do it. We just want to know about it.
Yeah.
If you're on social media, we want you to let us know. Message the Mission Peoria Instagram account with pictures and videos and different things like that. If you post a picture, tag the Mission Peoria Instagram account in it, because then we can share it on our story and things like that. We're really looking forward to seeing what people come up with.
Yeah.
We're going to have ideas that we believe anyone can relatively do anywhere. But what we would really love to see is for you all to find those needs in your neighborhoods and cities and fill those needs with whatever projects and different ways that you think you can.
Yeah, and so there's a few practical things that we'll be doing and that you can do. First, Mission Peoria 2020. That is going to be the hashtag, Mission Peoria 2020. You can tag your pictures and also put at Mission Peoria, because we're going to be collecting stuff from all over the world all day long so that we can then show it at night and let people see it at night. So videos, obviously images, you may be seeing things that you want to get on camera, get it to us. That is crucial, because you may think you're the only one doing something, but actually throughout the globe there are people doing things. And so we want everyone to see that, okay? Also, we will be throwing out different ideas for people to do. For instance, there may be a list of 5 or 10 things that we'll have on our Instagram page saying, hey, Tuesday, why don't you bake a cake for your grandma? Or why don't you go to your neighbor and say, hey, could I provide dinner tonight? I'm doing a cookout and I'd love to cook dinner for you. Things like that we'll present, but you've got to start thinking really creative and also sharing it with the hashtag so that you can then inspire others throughout the globe to do something. Here's another fun way that we are wanting you to see that you're not just on your own. The shirts that we are wearing, the new Mission Peoria Serve shirt. On the back has the world on there, global experience. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we want you to purchase these now, okay? You go to missionpeoria.com and you'll be able to sign up for the whole experience and purchase the shirt. Then what we want is seeing images coming from all over the world with people wearing the shirt, just like we would at Mission Peoria when we were in a group, and you would turn a street and you would all of a sudden see a group of people wearing the same shirt. They were united, they were on mission together. The shirt's important. We're trying to keep the cost down as best as we can. And so go onto the website, order the shirts now so you can get them in time. We're about 6 weeks away, something like that. Get the shirt so that you can have this on when you're tagging. That's crucially important. Now, there are going to be questions like, is there Mission Peoria merch? Right? Because
it's always
the
question.
thing.
Yeah.
There will be Mission Peoria merch. It will be in the merch capsule.
That's what we're being told.
Yeah. I have no idea what that
I don't know
means,
what a capsule is.
but we will have a merch in the capsule for you to buy that will be launched the week of Mission Peoria. Yeah. Okay? So this is the shirt that you get now. Get it.
And that everyone will have. Everyone's going to have the same shirt.
Yeah. This is the shirt that if you go and sign up for the Serve shirt, this is what you get in. And then the merch will be available the week of Mission Peoria. So the service projects are a big deal for us because we want people to see the church globally serving others that week. Okay, so you get done with the service projects. They can start anytime in the afternoon. Yeah. We will go live around the 2 o'clock time to just try and see what people are doing globally. But then, once you've done your service project, you've had your dinner or late supper, depending on where you are in the world, or breakfast if you're in Australia,
Sure, yeah.
make sure that you are then coming back at 6:30 Central Time for Mission Peoria Nights. Now, we've known Mission Peoria Nights as some of the best nights of the year.
Yeah.
A lot of students are challenged. There's amazing stuff that goes on. Obviously, we're going to do it different this year. You've got to think, especially for those who are in the US, of a Jimmy Fallon meets James Corden house edition, home edition. That's what it's going to feel like, okay? It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of games. There's going to be a lot of inspiration coming from the day, showing students what's been going on. There'll be guests. I mean, all different types of things will happen at Mission Peoria Nights. In addition, we will also have a message from someone that will be speaking that night as well. And so we're still going to have the elements of someone speaking, and then we're going to add a whole fun side to it as well. So that's going to be from 6:30 to, we don't know when. I mean, it's not going to be super long, probably till 7:30, 8 o'clock, depending on when the speaker gets done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then, after the Mission Peoria Nights, which is going to be streamed through missionpeoria.com, and we'll go onto YouTube and other areas, but missionpeoria.com is going to be the main landing area for you to go onto that every night, 6:30 Central Time, Mission Peoria Nights. Then we'll have the after party.
Yeah, we're going to utilize Zoom, which has become a technology that I think a lot of us have maybe used for the very first time in the last couple of months. I know I was used to it before, but a lot of us are not even knowing what Zoom was until March or April. So we're going to be utilizing this technology because Zoom gives us an awesome way to virtually get all of us in the same room.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of people videoing in, calling in to be part of the same conversation. And so we're going to have an after party. Every single one of those after parties will be the same in one regard, and that is we're going to hear from the speaker that we had just heard from. If you were at Mission Peoria last year, we did a podcast the night of every single Mission Peoria night where we interviewed the speakers and got to know them. We're going to be doing the same thing with these after parties, but it's going to be an opportunity for us all to be in the same place at the same time, to be able to hear from one another and hear from the speakers that we were able to hear from during those MP nights. So I think it would be worth to recap a few things because we just threw a lot of information at you. One of the things, Andy, you mentioned that we want to focus on is as far as times. When you hear us say a time, we are talking about Central Time Zone in the U.S. Peoria, we're in Peoria, Illinois, the Midwest of the United States. And so whenever you hear a time from us, we are working off of Central Time Zone in the U.S. But then as far as the week goes, we're kicking off Sunday night. And then Monday through Friday, we're going to have a Devo at 10. We're going to go live during lunch hour to get everyone excited. Once again, Central Time Zone. And then you guys are going to be doing your service projects. And then we're going to have our MP nights where we're going to be able to have some fun, hear a great message, and that's going to lead us right into our after parties. There's one other thing that is going to be completely new. It doesn't matter if you were at Mission Peoria 20 years ago. It doesn't matter if you were here last year. It's going to be completely different, and we're calling it MP Gives Back. You want to tell everyone about that?
As you can imagine, all of us want to do something to make a difference. And you all would come to the Dream Center where you would know on property right here, we have a homeless shelter for women and children. We have after-school programming for 60 to 70 students each and every day. We have summer camps going on or normally going on. We have different projects within the neighborhoods. We have Backpack Peoria, where Mission Peoria has helped pull off every year. And yes, we're doing Backpack Peoria this year, but it's going to look completely different because no one's coming into the building. We're actually going to be doing it as a drive-through in the parking lot of the hospital right next to us on the 25th of July. It's going to look different. And all of that stuff, running the Dream Center and everything that goes on, doesn't just happen. Mm-hmm. It takes faithful people giving faithfully. And believe it or not, when people do Mission Peoria, when all the bills have been paid for, it's around $15,000 to $20,000 that then goes back into the ministry of Dream Center after all the water slides have been bought, all the t-shirts have been bought, everything's been done, all the food's been bought at Mission Peoria. Yeah. That is what we're left with. Well, this year we don't have that. We don't have any excess because first, Mission Peoria 2020 this year, apart from the shirt or the merch, it's free. If you want to do Mission Peoria and you can't afford the shirt, you can still do it. Yeah. In fact, contact us if you can't afford it. Yeah. But what I'm saying right now is MP Gives Back is now a way that you, where you're at, can impact what we do here at the Dream Center. So we did a bit of math one day. Me and Seth were actually doing a food pickup. Yeah. And we said, what if we got 200 students doing Mission Peoria? And our goal was to raise $20,200.
2020.
2020.
2020, right?
Yeah, with an extra.
With an extra zero.
Yeah. So we're like, how does that work? Like, how are 200 young people and adults, anyone can do this, right? Mm-hmm. We figured it out. If 200 people raise $101, we will hit the $20,200. Yeah. And so we thought, man, that's doable. If we all do our part. Now, we know that there's some of you out there that are going to take a hold of this and are going to raise a ton of money. That's okay, because we're going to turn this into a bit of a competition. The person who raises the most money for the Dream Center during Mission Peoria first will win a scholarship to Mission Peoria 2021. You won't have to pay next year. In addition, you will get a merch grab bag with everything that we're producing this year. And there's some great stuff we're producing. We may even throw in some stuff from last year as well. Oh, now it got really interesting.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So you will get the merch from this year, some from last year, but also Mission Peoria paid for next year. Okay? So how does it work? Well, we are working with a new software that can not only register you for Mission Peoria, but it will also set up a page where you can share to people, a bit like GoFundMe, but just a different version of it. Yep. And you're able to not only send it to people, but also if you've got a group of people, say for instance you've got 10 people, you as a group can challenge one another. So say you said, as a group of 10 people, we're going to try and raise $1,500. You can set that up. It's super easy. When you register, you also register how to go and fundraise for this week. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you. So MP Gives Back. It's new. Who knows? It may be something we carry on every year as youth groups come to Peoria for Mission Peoria 2021. It may be that they could have done something before they get there.
And one of the things that I know, Andy, you and I are familiar being in the church world for a while, we are familiar with short-term mission trips. And maybe you're watching this and you've been on one yourself, or you know someone who has either gone to another place in the country you live in, even the state you live in, or have gone somewhere around the world for a week or two at a time to do mission work. We have always viewed Mission Peoria, that's why we call it Mission Peoria, as a mission trip for those who have been participating. And so just like any other short-term mission trip where sometimes we have people praying for us, we have people financially supporting us to help us go on that trip, once again, those funds being leveraged to impact whatever ministry or place or city has those short-term missionaries in that place. It's the same exact thing with this. And so there's going to be a couple of different ways, once again, where you're going to be able to bring your family and friends along on the journey that you're taking during Mission Peoria. Unless you live in Peoria, you're not going to be in Peoria, but that's okay because Mission Peoria is coming to you this year. And so this global experience is going to give us an opportunity to be a part of a team, a huge team, a team that may be bigger than any Mission Peoria we've ever done, once again, is because we want everyone to get involved in this. And so like Andy mentioned, when you register just for the week, you're also going to be creating an account for this software. It's going to look extremely similar to GoFundMe. But if you're watching this and you're a youth pastor, or if you are going to be maybe the captain of a Mission Peoria team, through this software, you will be able to create a team. Either a team name that is maybe just what your church is, a team name that you think of. And as Andy said, you all can set a goal. On our end, we're still challenging every single individual to raise at least $101. That's just kind of a number that we're challenging each and every individual with. And so if you're creating a team, you set that goal, you do the quick math, or maybe you set a goal above that. But it's going to be a really great opportunity with social media and with this software of tracking fundraising. We're going to feel way more connected than maybe we would even think being apart from each other. And so it's going to be really, really great.
Yeah. Seth mentioned something, youth pastors. For Mission Peoria this week, we want to try and equip you to be able to inspire your students to make a difference. You may not have seen many of the kids over the last few months in person. Obviously, Zoom has been helping and other things like that. But this is a way that you could present something to your students to challenge them that as a group, we're going to do something. Now, it may be as a youth pastor, you're going to say, hey, as a youth group, we're going to meet at this parking lot. We're going to divide you into groups of 10. And as a youth pastor, you've already contacted some places around town, in your town, where you could have them go and do painting or landscaping. It may be at the church. It may be your church has been closed for a few months, and there may be some rooms that, hey, why don't we paint it while the church is still closed? We don't know. By this time in July, churches may be open, may not be. We don't know yet.
Right.
And so if you want to do that, definitely also contact us at info@dreamcenterpeoria.org, and we can take you through some other steps and things. We're hopefully going to be able to present everything to you, so you haven't got to contact us, but we have had youth groups already connecting with us, and that's the best way, info@dreamcenterpeoria.org, and we'll be able to get back to you if you're a youth pastor. If you're someone in your youth group and you've got a small group, get them, challenge them. If you're a student saying, I'm going to get my youth leader who's over my small group to do this, show them this video, or go to our website, go to missionpeoria.com and see everything that we're going to be doing. This truly could be, and Seth said it, this could be the biggest Mission Peoria we've ever had. I think our most has been 405 people doing Mission Peoria. How cool would it be to hit 1,000 people, students and adults, making a difference for a week, right where you live? You have that opportunity this year. We may not have that opportunity again.
Yeah.
We don't know what Mission Peoria will look like next year.
Yeah.
Right? It could look completely different. We may learn some things this year that were like, man, let's do something a bit different. We've always said at the Dream Center that we'll look to do things new because God's doing a new thing. He's wanting to challenge us in new ways. And so this year, the new thing, the new way is to do this virtually, but you can still make an impact where you live. So thank you again for tuning in today and listening to me and Seth. And please, if you've got any questions, get a hold of us, whether it's through our social media, whether it's through Facebook, whether it's through info@dreamcenterpeoria.org. get a hold of us, and let's do this together. Let's impact the globe together. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.